think there's a lot of mystery around the core exam and how it gets graded and what goes into the question writing. And so I think that's a really important part for the residents to know.
I think to try increasing the transparency, the core examination and the certification process is very stressful for trainees and at times can be frustrating. But if they can learn about what the process is that goes for the core exam and certification process and how much thought and effort is put in by the ABR, I feel like that would mitigate a lot of that frustration.
So some of my duties is to communicate with the ABR, tell them what we feel like doing the initial certification, the core examination. It's a rough exam, it's really intense, and kind of give our perception of it.
I think most trainees just want more information. The process can oftentimes seem like a black box, so any more information they can get would be beneficial.
It's a two-way communication, so we also bring back information that we learn from the ABR to the residents in regards to testing format or even just like the life cycle of an exam item and kind of get a little bit more clarity as to what goes into the exam before administration and also after administration.
I think I've been able to bring a lot of the concerns from the residents or uncertainty about the test to the committee and try to clarify some of those things and then come up with creative ways to communicate back to the residents some of the misconceptions or misunderstandings.
We are all stressed by this test. It's probably one of the most important tests we're ever going to take, and it's so important to understand the other side of it, to understand why it takes so long to get your scores back, why we have so many questions on that test, and just do everything we can to help the test, those in charge of the test, to make the best test possible, and also help my co-residents to feel more comfortable taking it.
The response that I have seen from the ABR, kind of explaining the process and also why certain things are done a certain way, but then fully acknowledging that as they take this feedback that things will change, and I think things have been changing for the better since the initial administration of the core exam.